All right, Viv. Not bad, okay? Let's see. Let me get this going right. Before you do anything, or before I help you, I need to make sure you understand that this whole unit is about arithmetic and geometric. Okay? Arithmetics, you add or subtract to get from one term to the next. Geometrics, you're going to multiply to get from one term to the next. Even if it's getting smaller, we're going to consider that multiplication. The explicit for arithmetics, well, it's usually y equals mx plus b. That's how you remember it, Vivian. But for this one, they're going to change it to a sub n, so like whatever number we want is m times n plus b. These things are no different, Vivian, so that might help you. For geometric, your explicit is y equals b, the y-intercept, times r, whatever you're multiplying by each time, to the n power. Now, you might also see this as y equals a sub 1, the first term, times r to the, times r to the n minus 1. I'll tell you, in none of my videos, I don't use that in any of my videos. When I had you in algebra, or I don't know that I did have you in algebra, but this is how I taught it in Algebra 1. It involves the y-intercept, so I prefer to use that one. Okay? All right, so now let's look at your test. It says it's arithmetic, so you know you're adding in this one. So 2 plus, let's just say x. That's going to be that term right now, but you don't know what that term is. But if you added x to that term, that would give you, oh, okay, that equals 20. So now we just solve this. 2 plus 2x is 20. 2x is 18. So x is 9. That is not your answer. That is what you're adding each time. So what is 2 plus 9? 11. What's 11 plus 9? 20. The next one would be 29. 38. Okay? Another way to do that is just like guess and check. But with the geometric ones, it's much more difficult than that. So here, this one's significantly more difficult. It's a geometric sequence, so that tells us that we're multiplying. So we have 1986, and we multiply it by some value that is normally called r. And that gives us that, but we don't know what that is. But if we took that thing and multiplied it by r again, that would give us the next term. So now, once again, we have an equation that we can solve. So this is 1986 r squared is 477. Divide each side by 1986, and you get that. Okay, so here, I got my calculator on. We want to do the square root of 477 over 1986. So I hit second, square root, and then I go alpha, y equals, and then I hit 1. That gives me my fraction. We've been using that a lot lately. 477 on top, 1986 on bottom, and it's going to be an ugly number. Now that, again, is not our answer. That's what we multiply by to get our answer. So if we take that, and we multiply by 1986, that should give us our first term. Look, there it is, 973.3. If we take that and multiply by, now look, just scroll up and hit that again. There you get your 477 times, scroll up, hit that again, enter. There you get your 233.8, and you just do it again to get your final answer, okay? Probably the hardest question on the test. Now here, for these, just make a T-chart. So The first row has 34 seats. Second row has 37. Third row has 40. And so on. Well, how are we doing this? We added 3. We added 3. Now, you could just do this if you wanted. But you don't want to do that. We know that M is 3. The B is, we just work backwards. So that's our B. Is our y-intercept. So our equation will be y equals 3x plus 31. So what is the 18th? 3 times 18 plus 31. If we had our 18th one here, we'd have 85. Okay? T-charts. So let's T-chart it up here. Whoops, sorry. First year, 46,000. Second year, 46,000 times 1.1. 10% raise, that'd be nice. So that's 50,600. Next year, just multiply that by 1.1. 55,660. Fourth year, is that what they want? Multiply it by 1.1. And there you go. 61,200 and 10% raises would be nice. Okay. That one. That one. Find the 8th term. I mean, for this one, I would just write it out. So it looks like we're multiplying by -3 each time. So the first term is 3. Second term is -9. Third term is 27. Notice, if they're alternating, you know you're multiplying by a negative. So that'd be 81. Just multiplying it by 3. Just do this in your calculator. 243. 7. 29 maybe. Let's start using the calculator. Sorry, hold on. Well, I'll get it. So we got this one is negative, and this one is negative. What do they want? The 8th term? Times 3. 2187. One more times 3. It's going to be negative 6, negative 6561. Okay, hopefully that helps. Question 11. This is neither, it's just a straight up pattern, but you could, the first one, 4.5. The second one, 5.5. The third one, 7.5. So look, plus 0.5. Then we went plus, sorry, I'm an idiot. Plus 1 for this one. Plus 1, and then plus 2. So now we're going to, let's see, are we going to add 3 or are we going to add, oh no, there we go. First day, 4, that's what so we're doubling it every time. Let me get this right, sorry. First one is 4, 4.5, 5.5, 7.5 for 4. Plus 0.5, plus 1, plus 2. So now we're going to add 4. 11.5. Then we're going to add 8. 19.5. And then you're going to add, let's see, you've like 4 on the first, 4.5 on the second, 5.5 on the third. How many miles did you bike on the 7th day? Now we're going to add 16. That's where they get it, and that's where they get that from. Add 16, not 10. Add 16. 19.5 plus 16 is 35.5. Okay? So this is recursive, and what it says is your first term is -1. To get to the next term, take -2. So to get to the second term, take -2 times the previous term. That's what this means. And then add 2. And what do you get for that? You get 4. So take for the third one, -2 times 4. And you get -8 plus 2, which is -6. Okay, for the fourth one, take -2, multiply it by the previous output, and add 2. 12 plus 2 is 14. So that's how you're doing this. For the fifth one, take -2, multiply it by the previous output, add 2. You get -26. Okay, so here the first term is 10, second term is 5, third term is 5/2. You might think about this as dividing by 2, which is fine. You can do it like that. We think about it as multiplying by 1/2. So if you multiply by 1/2, you get 5/4 for the next one, and then 5/8 for the one that comes after that. Okay? And there you go. You got all the rest of them. I hope this helps, Viv. Miss you. See you soon. Boom!